What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bullshot Darts. So last weekend, I went down to Missouri for the St. Patrick's Day Open down there in Osage Beach. And I started the weekend with 3 straight finals appearances, but those were all doubles events. When it came down to the singles events, I really struggled and came up short there. So in this one, I'm just going to talk about, well, how the weekend went. And also I have a tournament coming up this weekend. So I also just want to talk about some adjustments and some things I'm going to test out this weekend with that. But first, guys, if you are new and looking to get better at darts, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop this video a thumbs up, and check out that darts improvement playlist. Also, go head over to bullshotdarts.com where you can go pick up some Bullshot apparel. So I was really excited about this weekend. 1, because I've always wanted to go to this darts tournament. But 2, my darts were feeling really good going into this tournament, because a week before the tournament, I was stuck at home with the you-know-what. So I was able to throw a lot of darts, and I was throwing hours a day, and my darts were just better than they've ever been. I did a live stream, and I averaged an 85 over 9 sets. So over 30 legs of darts, I threw an 85, so I was really excited about that. And my throw just became more natural than it's ever felt. Not that my throw usually feels unnatural, but with the way I was throwing, I wasn't even thinking about my grip. I wasn't thinking about anything. It was just stand at the line, pick up my dart, and throw. And it worked out so well. So going into this tournament, I'm thinking, all right, awesome. I'm feeling really good. I can bring these good darts into this tournament. And it was an ADO tournament, so I was hoping I could rack up some ADO points. And also the 501 singles event was also a WDF event. So I was hoping to rack up some points there. And, well, needless to say, singles were not that good. So let's just get right into this weekend. So I get there Friday, and Friday night they had 2 different blind draws. So they had a 501 blind draw. Man, you can see how rusty my darts are right now. I don't know what's going on. Another one. They had a 501 blind draw and a cricket blind draw, which I think was awesome. I love Chicago format because you get a little bit of everything. But if you have 2 separate blind draws for the different games, well, then you're getting the best of both worlds as it is with 2 separate events. So it's just a fun way to, well, 1, play more darts, get partnered with someone different 2 different times, which is always fun, play with someone new. And also, I don't know, it was just really fun. I've never been at a tournament where they had 2 separate blind draws like that. So it was really cool. And I made the finals in both of these, but my darts really weren't that pretty in either of them. But I ended up with some good partners. And, you know, the way blind draws work, sometimes, you know, it doesn't matter who the partner is. Like, that's what's great about blind draws, is that sometimes the finals ends up with people that you maybe didn't expect to make it there. And I felt like I was fortunate enough to make the finals with both of these, considering with how my darts were. But like I said, thankfully, you know, my partners were putting together some good darts too. So I made the finals for both of those. 501 was very interesting. My doubles were off all weekend. And the 501 blind draw is kind of what started that with me for the weekend, because going into the tournament, I was feeling really good. I made some adjustments while throwing at doubles before the tournament, and I was like, okay, I've been struggling with my doubles, but now I feel so confident on my doubles. But right when I got to that blind draw and I was missing all my doubles, that's kind of where the rest of the weekend went downhill for me. But, you know, like I said, thankfully my partner was hitting some good stuff. But yeah, so we made the finals for the 501, and we played Dustin Holt and his partner in there. And they got the best of us, and Dustin actually beat me in 3 of the 4 events that I lost in. So we'll get to that in a second here. So 501 blind draw, made the finals, ended up with 2nd place. Even though my darts didn't feel that good, it was a great start to the weekend, right? You know, making the finals, 2nd place. And now we go into the cricket event. And I'm happy that we made the finals. I mean, obviously, of course, making the finals is nice. But when there's 2 events back to back, I hate losing early and then knowing I'm not going to be throwing darts for a while, you know, for the next event. So right after that happened, you know, I already knew who my partner was for cricket, and we got to play right away. And since the cricket already started, we got to play back to back to back. So we played really quick into that cricket. And a funny little side story, my cricket partner, his name was Chip Dick. And I first heard his name when I was out in Vegas, and it was so funny because he got partnered with Johnson. So in Vegas, Dick and Johnson got partnered. So it was really cool. I got to play with them because I was just like, man, it's so funny. Like, I've never met you before, but you know, I remember your name from Vegas. So cricket went well. The finals was awesome. The ending of the finals was just great. You guys could go to I think it's Iowa Darts. They have the streams on there. I'm gonna talk to them and see if maybe I can get the video and upload it on onto my channel and maybe do some commentary over it, because, well, one, it's just cool darts footage, and just the ending of the first game was really good because we were able to, we were behind the whole game. We were fighting from behind the whole leg, but it came down to bullseyes, and I approached the line kind of thinking like, we lost this leg, but now we're just going to try to extend it out as long as we can. And I go and I throw bulls, and I ended up hitting 6 bullseyes. So this gave us a small point lead, and from there, they struggled to hit bullseyes, and I think I hit 19 bullseyes in 4 rounds of darts. I think that's what it ended up being. So just completely smashed those bullseyes to come back. And then the second leg after that, we were able to, you know, get decent control of the game from the start and just maintain it. So we really had a big momentum shift, you know, when we started hitting those bullseyes. But yeah, so we made the finals, and we ended up winning. So going to bed Friday night, I felt good. I played in 2 events, made the finals in both of them, and won one of them. So going into Saturday, you know, in my mind, I'm like, all right, my darts aren't feeling that good, but still getting wins. So sometimes you don't have to throw the best darts to get wins. Just getting the win is what matters most. So going into Saturday, I was able to pick up a doubles partner on Friday because I was just going down there by myself. That was the plan, and I was just going to throw in the singles events. Thankfully, I went down on Friday and played these blind draws, because if I just went for singles, it would have been a very disappointing weekend. But I got partnered up with the guy I met down in St. Louis for the Blueberry Hill, Curtis, and he came up to me Friday and was like, hey, I heard you're looking for a partner. I'm like, yeah, I am. You got someone? And he's like, yeah, me. I'm like, perfect, let's do it. So, well, same thing. We ended up making the finals again. We ended up losing to Dustin and his partner. Wait, was it Dustin? Yeah, we lost to Dustin and his partner. Now I'm having a total brain fart. I'm pretty sure we lost to Dustin in the finals of that. But yeah, still, second place, so 3... Oh, I almost walked to the board without throwing this dart. So 3 events in, 3 finals appearances, 2 second places. So now the singles 501 event is coming up, and of course, I have to play Dustin in the first round of that. He was the it was a seeded event. He was the #1 seed going into that weekend, or that event. And it's funny because I looked at the draw and I'm just like, are you serious? I got to play Dustin in the first round. And, you know, of course I talked to Dustin, and he's like, man, like, I looked at the bracket and said the same thing, because both were just like, of course, this is the way it's going to play out. And it's funny because both of us were like, yeah, I don't want to play you in the first round. And I think that led to what ended up being a very ugly match. Both of us only averaged in the 60s. I think I was at a 63 and he was at a 65. And for me and Dustin to play and only throw in the low 60s, like, there's definitely something wrong. Like, we should be thrown at least into the 70s in that match. But we were both just nervy that we had to play each other. We were both kind of annoyed that we had to play each other in the first round. And I beat him down the board. I was scoring better than him. But this is where the doubles came in. I don't even remember how many doubles I missed. And it was a best of... I think it was best of 5. So 3 legs, he beat me 3-0. And in those 3 legs of darts, I'm not exaggerating, I seriously think I missed over 15 darts at a double. And sometimes it wasn't even just like a miss inside. Like I would miss the double so bad that I would have to adjust and stuff. Like it was just ugly. And Dustin, well, like I said, I beat him down the board, but he was able to take out his doubles, well, with a reasonable amount of darts. So, so I get eliminated the first round of singles 501. And it actually ended up not being the worst thing ever, because while I was down there on Friday, I met this guy, Brandon. He came up to me while I was just warming up and he's like, hey, you're Nick, right? You know, Bullshot Darts. I'm like, yeah, that's me. He's like, oh, like I watch your videos. And he was telling me how he watched one of my videos, then went to a blind draw and like did really good at the blind draw. And, you know, I love hearing that kind of stuff. So I met him that night on Friday night. And then the 501 blind draw, I got partnered with his friend. So he came up from Arkansas with 3 friends. There was 4 guys. And I ended up getting partnered with his friend for the blind draw. So I was kind of hanging out with the 2 of them, you know, most of the night with the blind draw. And then in the finals, like I said, I lost to Dustin, and Dustin was partnered with another one of their friends. So I kind of got to know them a little bit on Friday night, you know, talking and stuff throughout the night. And then Saturday, so obviously I get bumped early, so I had an early night. I'm ready to leave. You know, I was just going to go to bed and, you know, get some food and whatnot. But I ran into those guys on my way out, Brandon, Jeff, John, and Pete. And they were like, hey, like, what's up? I was like, oh, I just got bumped. And they're like, oh, you want to go grab some food? So it was really fun because I got to hang out with these guys for the night. And usually when I go to darts tournaments, like if I'll have my girlfriend with me, so we hang out and stuff. But when I go to darts tournaments by myself, you know, I just kind of do my own thing. So it was really cool to meet these guys. We ended up going and getting some barbecue food. Had a really fun time hanging out there. And then we went back to the dart hall and we ended up shooting darts for like an hour or 2. They showed me the game golf. I've never played golf before, so that was a lot of fun playing with them. And then they also showed me this game that they came up with called Trifecta. And I'm going to have to make a video about this because it was such a fun game. And I think it's a game that a lot of people could have fun playing. So I'm really excited to come on here and make a video about Trifecta and how to play it. So yeah, I ended up getting bumped early, but you know, obviously it would have been nice to win. But if I didn't get bumped early, you know, I probably would have just ended up going up my room and the night's over, you know, and probably would have just been upset with myself. But, you know, hanging out with them just kind of took my mind off of it and made some new friends and stuff. So I look forward to seeing those guys around. If you're watching right now, guys, it was awesome to meet you and hang out with you. Thanks for asking me to, you know, go get food and hang out for the night and show me some darts games and have some fun on the dartboard. So that was that event. And then, so let's go into Sunday now. This video is getting so long. I thought it was only going to be a few minutes, but so Sunday is cricket. So my darts have been feeling off, but since we won the cricket blind draw and I don't have to, wow, I throw a 180. That's my first 180 in a while. It feels good. But since I won the cricket blind draw and I don't have to throw a doubles, I was actually really looking forward to that. And my darts were solid, but I ended up running into Dustin again. We played in the top 8 and I had a really rough draw before even getting to Dustin. I was throwing like a 3-5, 3-6 and not winning comfortably. I actually should have lost the round before Dustin. The guy I was playing had like 3 or 4 numbers on me. All I had was 15s and he had a point lead on me. And he only needed 115 to close. But instead of closing the 15s and forcing me to basically throw a 9 mark to have any kind of advantage, he left those 15s open for me and he was trying to score. He was missing and I was hitting the triple 15 good. So I was actually able to come back and win that. That was a game I shouldn't have, you know, even been in, but you know, that's just the thing with cricket. Sometimes the strategy pays off, sometimes it doesn't. You know, thankfully I was able to get those 15s and get the win, but then I go on to play Dustin and I think he beat me 2 straight. Pretty sure he beat me 2 straight. I just could not get a good lead on him. He was hitting the triple 19s like no man's business. The first game I had 20s, he had the 19s, and I could not keep a solid enough lead to move down to the 19s to even try to close him. I felt like every time he went to those 19s, he was just tripping them. He shot an awesome game, and I mean, I didn't shoot bad, honestly. Cricket, I shot for the day like a 3.5, I think. And it's so weird, like my darts didn't feel good the whole weekend, but I think I ended with the second highest 0-1 average for the weekend. Now this is overall, so blind draw, singles, doubles. I think I had the second highest 0-1 average of the weekend, just behind Dustin, and the third best cricket average behind Dustin and someone else. I don't remember if that was it. Maybe I was second in cricket, third in 501. But regardless, Dustin was number 1 in both, and I was 2 and 3. So even though the darts didn't feel that great, I guess I still shot, you know, not too bad. But anyway, so that was the weekend, guys. I had a lot of fun, and it was cool. You know, a decent amount of people from Chicago there. So I always like when that happens because it gives me some kind of comfort, especially when my girlfriend's not with me. You know, it just gives me some people, you know, to hang out with and some comfort instead of going into a darts place and not knowing anybody, and I'm kind of just doing my own thing because I'm pretty introverted. So if I'm at a place where I don't know anybody, I'm not the kind of person to just go out and make friends. So, you know, like that's what I said. That's why I was happy those guys, you know, asked me to go out to dinner. So I was like, all right, yeah, cool. Because, yeah, I just wouldn't be the kind of person to do that. So just kind of cool seeing the people from Chicago and, you know, making new friends and stuff there. But I guess that's pretty much it, guys. This video got way too long. I was going to make a video about a tournament I got coming up this weekend, but I don't want to keep boring you guys. Because, yeah, I wasn't planning on this video going this long. Let's get in one more round here. I think I covered everything. I mean, this been talking too long. Let's see here. We had 180 this video. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. Missouri St. Patty's Day, awesome tournament, awesome venue, awesomely ran. I can't say enough good things about the weekend outside of my darts. I got a tournament this weekend in Chicago, and then I got Virginia Beach coming up next week. I think it's next weekend. I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. BullshotDarts.com to pick up some Bullshot apparel. I'll see you on the next one, and shoot well.